Hi, I'm Fion. A couple months ago, I did a 72-hour fast for the first time in my entire life, and I saw incredible results. I lost 5 pounds and they never came back. I told myself that every quarter I would do a 72-hour fast. So staying true to my word, I am embarking on another fast starting right now. I truly think that aging is a gift, but I haven't been the best that I could be to my body health-wise. I feel the urge to reset my body, and I think that this 72-hour fast couldn't have come at a better time than during my birthday. I want to give myself the gift of discipline this year, and for me, there is nothing more disciplined than not eating. Okay, so during a 72-hour fast, all you can drink is water and coffee, and that's it. But I'm not gonna have any coffee. I am underprepared again this time because I did not buy electrolytes. People were telling me about this brand called LMNT. I did not buy it, obviously, because I am doing this 72-hour fast on a whim, but I think I can get my electrolytes from salt, and that's really all I need for this, so I will Google that a little later, but the fast has already started, so it is what it is at this point. Cheers to me. See, we'll weigh in tomorrow morning, just because I already had dinner tonight, so I kind of feel like it's a little skewed. So we'll weigh in tomorrow morning, empty stomach, and that will be our initial weigh-in. So good night. It is the morning of day 1, and I'm getting ready to weigh in. I always weigh in completely naked and first thing in the morning for consistency purposes. I didn't have really good sleep last night, so it'll be interesting to see how my blood sugar tests. It has tested high the last couple of nights where I also got poor sleep, so we will see if that trend continues. But yeah, I'm gonna do my weigh-in now, and then I'm gonna go and have my breakfast, which is going to be a glass of water. We'll see how this fast goes. I initially weighed in at 165.1 with 112 fasting blood sugar. Ooh. 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 You want to know how I get through my fast with the best distraction? It's reading. Reading about fasting, about the benefits of fasting. Oh my gosh, it is just the most motivating thing that you could do during your fast. I would highly, highly recommend it. Use Libby. Libby is an amazing app. It ties to your library card and I think it ties maybe to your local libraries, but you can borrow books. There's sometimes wait lists on there, but a lot of times I can just borrow the books that I want to read, and then I get to have them for free. So if you're not on Libby, girl, you got to jump on Libby. It is freaking amazing. But I cannot recommend reading enough, because when you get into like a really good book, especially if it's a book about health, wellness, or even a book that's like you're just really into it, it just engulfs you and you don't even have time to eat because you're just so into this book that you're just like, highly recommend. It's my favorite pastime. And I'm not even a reader. That's the thing. I don't read normally. I don't really read recreationally. But when I'm fasting, I absolutely love getting into a good book. I think it's the best way to distract yourself for a long period of time. I'm checking in. It is 24 hours now and I feel great. There's no hunger, no cravings, nothing going on right now. I'm about to weigh in since I just showered. I think I'm probably gonna be like a pound lighter than I was this morning, but we'll see. Let's see. There were a couple times today where I forgot that I was fasting, but I didn't eat anything. I just wasn't conscious of my fast, and yeah, I'm glad I remembered before I stuff my face with anything. Aging is so crazy. Like, I never really saw the effects of aging until after I had a baby, and now this aging is so pronounced. Like, I don't even know if it really translates over video, but I look a lot older than I did last year, and I know that's pretty normal for having a baby, but I just didn't think that the switch from 2023 to 2024 would be so violent. It is it is violent how much a baby changes your face and just everything about it. She already changed a lot of my body because I legitimately feel like my organs have shifted around, because when I go to yoga, I can barely even do a forward fold now without asphyxiating myself. Like literally I cannot breathe when I'm doing a forward fold. And like I probably should have done some pelvic floor therapy. I did not. That's like my regret. That's like my regret from postpartum, is that I never did any pelvic floor therapy. So TMI, but sometimes like if I cough too hard, fill in the blank, my face has gotten like bigger. The lower part of my face has gotten bigger. And I know it sounds like I'm like just dissecting my entire face, but trust me, normally I'm very accepting of who I am and loving, but I'm telling you, I was just shocked at how much of a shift it was from last year to this year. So I'm still grieving my old face, you know. I was aging gracefully, I was aging just fine, but now it feels like everything is just a little bit more pronounced, and I'm not ready for it. Like, I literally turn 34 tomorrow, and I am just not ready for any of this. But aging is a gift, and I completely know that. It's just kind of scary that like it happens so quickly, you know? So if you're someone that's older than me, please give me some advice. And if you're someone that's younger than me, take my advice that the time goes by so fast. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Try not to let somebody hold you back. And that person might be family, it might be a friend, or it might be a significant other. It's not always just like your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Like there's a lot of people that can actually hold you back. And all I can say is to reach your fullest potential, you kind of have to like go off and do things on your own. And I'm learning that kind of late in my life. I wish I would have had the bravery to do that in my 20s, but it is not too late. So your girl is doing it right now, but I'm just trying to do this like without wrinkles. You know what I mean? Day 2 vibes. I tested 96 this morning, and that is under 100, which is my goal. But it takes a whole day and a half of not eating to get under 100. So cold. Yoga is my favorite exercise when I am fasting. The reason being is because you can always go at your own pace, and if you need to, you can always go back to child's pose for a rest. I pretty much did this entire routine and I felt really good, very, very energized. I didn't feel like a compromise to my workout ethic at all. I think that being in a fasted state actually kind of helps you. It like energizes you, makes you feel lighter. I really loved it. Mwah. Guess what? It is day 3. We made it. I am so happy that we made it to day 3. And tonight I'm going to get to have dinner. It's going to be my makeup birthday dinner, and we're going somewhere delicious. So I cannot wait for all of that. I do miss eating, but I am still not hungry, if you can believe that. I feel like this one went a lot easier than the first one. I think I had some expectations going into this, which actually made me feel like this one was going to be harder than the first one. But no, it ended up being easier. And I think that these things kind of maybe will get easier with time. I'm really proud of myself. Like, this isn't an easy thing to do, you know, to go without food for 3 days is something that's like, it's really hard. And it's something that I never thought that I would ever do in my entire life. So to have done it now twice is like, I feel accomplished, you know, and going into my now 34th year of life, which is absolutely insane. I just feel a shift in my motivation and my drive, and just my life feels like it's in a transformative place right now. And I am at the center of this, you know, I am at the center of my own life. So I'm trying to take control of things, and I feel the vibes shifting, especially because the last year was so hard being a first-time mom and not knowing like anything at all. So I feel like now is the time to start taking back my life again. And I'm excited for it. Before we head to dinner, this is the final weigh-in. And something to keep in mind is that when you refeed, you are going to gain some weight back. But the point of all of this is to reset and to maintain what you've lost. So that requires diet, exercise, all those things. You know what I'm talking about. My favorite song.
That is your song. I did not ask them to play this, by the way.
You didn't? No. For my birthday this year, Roman planned a little surprise for me, which started at Binchoyaki, which is an izakaya-style restaurant. This type of restaurant is closely tied to yakitori, which is like skewers cooking on an open flame. So we ordered a bunch of small bites to share, and this is definitely somewhere where you'd want to go for a unique culinary experience. But I will say we did leave a bit hungry because it was basically all small bites or tapas style. So nothing was really like substantial and filling. My favorite dishes were the sweet potato creme fraiche and the agadashi tofu. I felt like the tofu was the absolute star of the show. Crispy, hot. The sauce was just absolutely delicious. I absolutely love tofu. So when restaurants do it well, it's just my favorite thing on the menu, always. We got various other things like bacon wrapped mochi. We also got grilled mackerel and some black sesame salad as well. All in all, it was just a good experience to try something new, just the two of us. I'm a little dizzy.